Please, ladies and gentlemen, your undivided attention and a thunderous round of applause for the very funny Mr. Matt Grote.
Just get set up here. I always come to the stage with an entire suitcase. How you guys doing? Get much louder, I'm way too cute for that. Woo! Put your hands together. Guys, isn't it weird how albino whales sound really cool until somebody calls you one? You know, those whales bully each other. That's a fact, probably. I don't know, I didn't look it up. But I want to hear like what it's like when whales bully each other. Nice blowhole, Ned. Shut up, Jerry. Your mom lives at SeaWorld. Alright, enough of whale jokes. You guys ready for some real comedy? Ready to get punched in the face? Alright, let's do this. You guys know what they say about black guys' dicks? They weren't legally allowed inside white women until 1967. Love versus Virginia. I did look that one up. Sorry if it seemed a little tense up here tonight, you guys. I had a real busy week. I had to shove 128 crayons up my asshole. So that the next time a guy eats me out, I can tell him to taste the rainbow. That was just a litmus test. You passed. Last week I was at a bar. I saw a bald guy. I thought it'd be real funny. I walked up and I said, "Hey man, your carpets match your drapes?" He said, "Yeah they do, because I have cancer. Go fuck yourself." Guys, that story isn't real. It didn't happen. Do you honestly think I'm the kind of person to either approach someone or even be in a bar in the first place?
Yes.
Aww. Thank you. Besides which, cancer isn't even real, you guys. It's just a myth perpetuated by the media, like unicorns and the idea of weak women. Speaking of feminism, if I had to describe my ideal blowjob in one word, it would probably be obsequious, which is also why I do not get very many blowjobs. I'm a passive person, I'm not very confrontational, so when I want to break up with someone, I try to get them to break up with me, which is healthy, obviously. But I think I've come up with a foolproof way to have it go. I'll run it by you. Just the next time you get down and dirty with each other, and you're dirty talking, just use the same genital nouns you used when you were 5 years old. And you're like, "Oh, you like that? You like it when I stick my pee-pee up your poopy caca? I'm gonna rub my giggler all over you. Don't touch me until the stork comes. Yeah." Shakespeare once wrote, "Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, nor bends with the remover to remove." Now, I don't know a lot about love, but last night on Grindr, where are my gays at? Just picked out all of you. Hi, 3 gays. Last night on Grindr, a guy messages me. He says, "Hey man, you like eating out?" I said, "Yeah, I love restaurants." Texts me back, he says, "Lol, you're cute," and then sends me a picture of his butthole. Not his butt, his butthole. Now, I've seen some things in my life. I'm 12, but I've seen some things in my life. To be honest, I didn't want this to happen, but at this point in my life, I've seen more naked man asshole than a registered nurse. If I could tell you one thing, none of them are different. I never need to see a picture of your asshole because they all look like a hairier version of the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. Honestly, if you think your asshole is novel, that probably means there's something wrong with it. And in that case, I definitely don't want a picture unless it's funny. If your butthole's funny, send me a picture. Just come up after the show and ask me for my Gmail. Anyway, I guess that's what I get for trying internet dating, if you can call Grindr dating. I love the internet though, do you guys? No? No one on the internet? Just sit at home reading magazines? I don't know what you do without the internet. I love the internet, but I'm bad at it. Like the other day, I was reading an article, probably some shit off of BuzzFeed, like 25 adorable puppies you can't pet because you're at work. Yeah, snarf. I only read BuzzFeed articles in the voice of Snarf from the Thundercats. Where are my 80s kids at, right? Yeah, 6 80s kids. We're all straight, white, older people. I've figured out that I've written the wrong act for you. And I'm reading this article, I scroll down and I start reading the comments, which is always the wrong choice. You never read the comments. First comment on this article, shit you not, says, "Hope none of these dogs are gay, lol." Because then we'd have to put them down. That was my reaction too. 25 minutes later, I catch myself 15 comments deep in a debate about civil rights with a guy whose username is Obama is a Jew Lizard 89. I make bad choices. I had the worst thing that can happen to you. I mean, it happened to me a little while ago. I was watching porn because I'm a 22-year-old man and I'm unashamed of my sexual needs. And I recognized an acquaintance. And that's an important detail, because if it was just like a stranger whose face I knew, that'd just be funny. And if it was a good friend, I wouldn't mind, like, I'm unashamed. I'd just be like, "Hey bro, your dick was on the internet." But because it was an acquaintance, I had to convince myself that the right thing to do was to tell him that someone probably leaked, this private video of his. So I was in college at the time. I had to go find him on his lunch break. Always a great start. Had to start a conversation. I was like, "Hey, Dan?" "Yeah, Matt," right? We had calc together. Remember a guy with the weird bow tie? He always used to make that joke like, "Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because I have synesthesia." Yeah, that guy was like super quirky. Anyway, there's a video of you on Tumblr sticking a butt plug up yourself. Sorry about butt plugs, you guys. They're a reality. It's a thing, people. Whatever. We'll stop talking about butt plugs. That's not what we want to talk about. So I would expect that conversation to have imploded after that, because that's a terrible thing to have to tell someone. But that's not my life, because I'm very unlucky. So instead, I got to learn way too much about that man way too quickly, because his response was, "Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend's porn blog. I told her to put it up there. What did you think?" And in retrospect, that was a soft invitation to a three-way. But at the time, I thought the logical choice was to give him notes on his masturbation technique. So I'm like, "Yeah, man, just like pretty good form, but like watch your backhand there, because you gotta get more elbow flexion. You're gonna stress out your wrist." I think that's funny. Because I'm 22. And you aren't. You guys ever go too deep on the internet? No, you don't, because you probably knit. Still doing this bit anyway. I give two shits. Yeah, I went too deep on the internet one time. I'm not going to pretend I know how this happened, but I was watching a video of a naked mom eating beef. And I get it. I don't get it. But first comment on that video, because I keep reading comments, was, "I swear to God, if she swallows, my panties are going to make Niagara Falls look dry." That kills in the under 20 crowd, for the record. But, whatever. What was it? I have to say that, like, that's my dark place, because if you haven't inferred this, my favorite thing about eating pussy is that I don't have to. Thanks for the premature whoop. You were incorrect. I don't know, I'll give you a door prize. I'm gay. I think we all get like gift certificates to the Bath and Body Works or something. I don't know. You guys ever realize that like foot fetish? This is so not for you. Oh man. You guys ever realize that foot fetish guys are the bed bugs of the internet? Because by the time you realize they're there, you're too late. They've already nested, and you're never gonna get rid of them. There's a couple of them that go around and ask people if they can buy their dirty used socks. And what baffles me is a lot of people say no. I'll be honest, if the creepiest, ugliest man I've ever met came up to me right now and said like 20 bucks for your socks, I'd have to be like, I hope you like Argyle. This might be broke, but I'm still classy. So I'm pretty sure I'm single-handedly keeping my therapist in business. Okay. She's a sweetheart though. She puts up with a lot of my shit. She hates it when I joke about being psychic. She didn't tell me that. I read her mind. That joke is cute. Like me. You guys think Guy Fieri ever goes to his therapist and says, you know, Doc, I gotta admit, I think I hate myself. And his therapist is like, well, obviously. I believe Guy Fieri was born out of a botched abortion backstage at a Smash Mouth concert in 1997. The guy's been on a TV show with Rachel Ray, Gilbert Gottfried, Vanilla Ice, you don't know, and Kid Rock at the same time, and he was the douchebag. You know, he doesn't frost his tips, he dyes his roots. You know, he named his son Hunter, but the only reason he did is because his wife wouldn't let him name his son Jägermeister. Got a wow for that?
Wow.
Thank you, gentlemen. I have to call all of you gentlemen. You're all gentlemen to me. You're all my sirs. You guys like dad jokes? Good. It sure is right, because I'm going to tell it either way. I'm in control of this situation. This is my dad the other week. I said, Dad, why did you name me Matt? I said, because, son, from the first time I saw you, I knew that for the rest of your life, everybody was going to walk all over you. You guys hear about the Coke dealer who got fired? He switched to Pepsi. I'm kidding. He got stabbed at prison by a white supremacist. You don't quit Coke. Guess this is more of a heroin town. Ooh, too soon. What's the similarity between my ex-wife and a guy who owns a cat that eats lemons? They're both famous on the internet for their sour pussies. Sorry, Mom. The camera is my mom right now. That's what that was. I was at a cafe with my dad. He giggles and he turns to me and says, you know, Matt, I like my coffee like I like my women. I said, Dad, you hate coffee. Just kidding. My dad's addicted to coffee. He's addicted to Vietnamese coffee. He drinks 6 to 8 cups a day, sometimes with his door open. Coffee is women. He masturbates a lot. Sorry, Mom. Alright. I'll leave you with this one. It's a piece of advice my dad gave me when I was a young man. It's always done me well. He said, Matt, you must never lick your palms and smack the back of a woman's knees. I said, Dad, why would I not want to do that? He said, because that's my weird thing. Get your own. You guys have been old. I've been Matt Grote. Love you. Woo! Keep it going. Need some high energy. You got 3 more comedians tonight. And now I'm doing Ben's job.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Mr. Matt Grote. He is... it's a shock to the system when you're like, wow, this kid's like 12, and then you hear the stuff that comes out of his mouth, you're like, where are your parents? And they're very old, and they stopped paying attention to him a long time ago.